I'm going to be doing something different in this video, and because I usually do games, for those who don't know. But I'm going to be talking about a big threat to this platform, and really just maybe our way of life, depending on what happens in the future, and that's going to be from AI. And the two things I'm actually going to be talking about when it comes to AI, it's mainly going to be just like AI in general, but I'm still first going to bring up how AI is affecting YouTube as I speak right now. As you guys are probably watching this video right now, assuming they don't change things by the time you guys are watching this. But regardless, right, there was one tweet that really sparked all this, which I'm going to get to in a sec. But for one, there's this AI, actually not even just this AI, but like I think there's been like bots or whatever kind of running the moderation stuff with YouTube and whatnot for however long now. Because you've had people from, granted, I don't know all that many creators, but creators that I do know, people from the squad, which is a collection of 11 content creators that I watch half of them or whatever, their account got hacked and they've been trying to get it back. They haven't been able to contact a real human for however long. And then they're, and then like some of their videos in general got flagged for stuff. People like Lythero, who almost every single YouTube video he does gets flagged for whatever reason. And then there was also like the moderation went once this like whatever AI they have for moderating right now took over their moderation stuff. They've been banning random channels. I don't know if I don't even think they're just big channels. They could be even small channels like my size, which I only have like 500 something subs. Like they've been banning those channels for no reason whatsoever. It's like it's been going on a meltdown and like just like terrorizing channels by just screwing them over, deleting them, not saying reason why. It's just, I don't know, it's just like some type of meltdown, which is another thing with AI too. And like machines in general, right? When you don't have a person, yeah, like there's sometimes human error, but like if this bot or AI just, it glitches out or whatever, stuff like this can happen, and it could be very difficult to restore some of these things. But that's besides the point, right? Now I'm gonna bring you guys to why I even bring this up, and that's by this tweet right here from Dexerto. I'm pretty sure that's how it's pronounced. Pretty much saying YouTube CEO. Yeah, I mean you guys can read, right? He will proceed with expanded AI moderation. So obviously this already meant that the AI stuff, implemented. He's just expanding more with AI, more tools to help people create content, which is kind of trash. More just moderating stuff in general, which again, I've already mentioned to you. Look, you guys can look it up if you want to. I've already mentioned to you guys how, the whole content creators getting banned for no reason and not really getting much of a reason why and all that stuff. It's just like, what is the point of doing this? Like, what's the point? I understand it's difficult to go and have a human, or have even however many humans, try to moderate millions of videos being uploaded every day. I understand that. But this stuff's gotta be better. If you're gonna be using AI, if you're gonna be using all this stuff, this gotta be better. When it comes to the deletion of stuff, like obviously, if a channel contains stuff that are quite literally, like, obviously they're breaking stuff, like nudity, because, obviously YouTube doesn't allow that. And, there's keywords or whatever, I don't know. Like, if it's obvious stuff, maybe, I guess. Granted, that's gonna be difficult, I feel like. But I just, dude, with how wrong they've been getting for past years, really. It's been years of YouTube just constantly getting it wrong. I just can't. Dude, I just actually can't. Like, it makes no sense. And obviously, also, I'm gonna scroll down just to kind of add that more so on screen. He argued that tech will revive YouTube's early era of enthusiastic amateurs. No. What? Dude, people are going to get so much hate if they use this. That's the main thing. I don't think he understands. People are going to get hate. There's people who are going to absolutely hate on them. But whatever, I guess. Now, do not get me wrong though either. If people actually just go ahead and use AI to make these trash videos. I'm not gonna lie. I won't sit here and promote hate, like actually saying some rude stuff to those people. I ain't gonna like stop them. I ain't gonna stop them. I ain't gonna stop. I ain't gonna stop them. I'm not gonna stop. I'm sorry. I ain't gonna stop. I ain't gonna stop. Because I just don't want. Screw AI. You know. I mean, if it wasn't obvious already, I hate AI. Well, actually, it depends, right? It's more so, for me at least, generative AI is what I hate, and I think a lot of people hate, as opposed to AI being used for some other stuff. Because there are some good uses, as far as I think there is. I'm not entirely sure, but I'm pretty sure AI has been used to help help assist people when it comes to like science and all that. And not like generating stuff, but like actually helping them and like with, I'm not entirely sure. Which I could be very much wrong on this. I want to make that clear. But I'm pretty sure there are some AI that's good, but the generative AI, which is the AI we kind of feel like get surrounded by a lot, is the thing that causes a lot of problems. I mean, for example, obviously ChatGPT, which has been around for 3 years, I think, if I'm not mistaken, 3 years. Google Overview, which if you guys use Google, the web browser, it gives you that like little AI summary stuff. That's Google Overview. And then there's also, you know, people making videos and pictures, which, holy cow, this is just me. I remember, in like a little group chat I have, like, you know, with some of my friends that, you know, my friends from like doing NASCAR leagues with and whatnot. And someone put in the chat, it was a picture of, I'm not going to put it on the screen, but it was Dale Jr., Dale Sr., like racing side by side in like Dega or whatever, with like the normal iconic good wrench car, and then the 8 car that's supposed to be the Budweiser car for Junior. And dude, there are so many inconsistencies with Dale Jr.'s car. It was more black than red, which is not how it's supposed to be. There was just a lot of AI dumb shit that it just like screwed up the picture for me. For whatever reason, anytime I look at a picture, whether it was like that picture or like other stuff that I see through Twitter or Insta or wherever else, I see one thing wrong that it's like, okay, this is obviously AI. I can't look at that picture the same. That picture just becomes ugly as fuck in my head. I don't know why. Maybe I'm based, maybe I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, either way, in my opinion, it's just ugly as fuck. Unnatural. It's very unnatural. And that's what makes it worse in my head for me, I guess. But yeah. But on the topic of generative stuff, right? And one of the biggest things that really concerns me is more so the fact that it can take away jobs from people. Because, you know, okay, I'm gonna admit this here too. When I think I've actually said it before. When I was making a new channel logo or profile picture or whatever you want to call it, the current one I have at the moment of recording this and whatnot, that's not AI. I want to make that clear. That's not AI. I made it myself. But I was using AI to try and make one for me. It wasn't gonna be my final one, because at the end of the day, I was telling myself, if I ever go big, I'm going to hire an artist to make me one. You know what I mean? I just want, because the one I have obviously isn't going to be final either. I just want to have an artist to make one for me. You know, pay them, do that natural stuff. But at that point in time, I was like, I guess I'll use AI, right? And it didn't really work out for me, which is why I have the one I have now. But also, one thing I didn't actually know, which actually we'll come back to it later. Let me say with the taking away jobs from people. But either way though, you know, using stuff to create pictures for thumbnails and whatnot for like YouTube content and other like maybe posters for like movies and stuff like that. Using AI for that just takes away jobs from people who are creating, like who are artists, like digital artists and, you know, just artists of the like, creating stuff for thumbnails for like YouTube videos and all that. Like, dude, People who do that stuff deserve the money they make. Because holy cow, it looks, for the most part, not everyone who makes thumbnails make good looking thumbnails. But a good bit of people, they make such good thumbnails on YouTube videos. Like, it's really good. I mean, I keep on using him as an example sometimes with C-Reacts. So when I actually, watch content, like I watch his content, you look at his thumbnails are very creative. Obviously, he doesn't make them, but he pays artists to do them. Those people are talented people when it comes to making thumbnails. Talented. But if AI runs around, not really rampant, but like, because I don't know if it's ever going to run rampant. I think there's way too many people who do not like AI. But if people just run around using AI for thumbnails, it just takes many other jobs away from other people. Even doing stuff for like liveries for NASCAR F1 or any type of motorsport, using AI for that, it just takes away, money. Like, it takes away jobs from artists. Not even that. You can use like ChatGPT or some other generative AI, like a script AI or whatever, to just write out a whole movie script or a script for a video or something like that. Which, I mean, script for a YouTube video, I guess. It depends on if you have a team or not. But still, like, a script for a movie, bro. Like, holy cow. Dude, that's just like, brother. Like, oh, I don't know. I mean, for one, there's going to be inconsistencies in there anyways. AI is not perfect, at least right now. It's not. Dude, I don't know. It just frustrates me. It frustrates me enough to where, like, my head's kind of jumbling itself up because of it. And there was one other, one I was thinking of, too. There was one other thing. I mean, there's also, which I don't think this is the thing I was thinking of. There's also just using AI to make videos, and it just making videos straight up, which looks ugly as fuck. Once you notice it's AI, once I notice it's AI, like I mentioned before, I just cannot with it. But yeah, it just takes away a lot of jobs from people who work in that like space and whatnot. And yeah, before I end this, I want to show you guys one more thing, right? The biggest reason really why I'm very much heavily against generative AI, and it's pretty much this website right here, right? I'll link the website in the description below, because I'm not going to go through and rate everything, obviously. Just look at the highlights though, right? That's really what we need to do, or what we need to know. Data centers, which for AI, obviously you have that. Large data centers consume up to 5 million gallons of water, fresh water, per day. Which, I mean, again, you can read all of this. We are using so much water for this AI. And by this AI, I mean generative AI. That's the main thing. It's generative AI. It's not actually just all AI. It's quite literally generative AI. So like the other AI, using other stuff with AI tools or whatever else, it's not using that much water. It's generative AI that's quite literally now starting to hurt our ecosystem by using so much water per day, per year. Let me go down because I was reading a little bit. A medium-sized data center can consume up to roughly 110 million gallons of water per year for cooling purposes. Yeah, they use the water for cooling down stuff, which makes sense, obviously. One of the best ways to cool stuff down. But, like, still, regardless, large data centers can each drink, in quotes, up to 5 million gallons per day, or about 1.8 billion gallons annually. Usage equivalent to a town of 10,000 to 50,000 people. Like, dude, is that not insane to other people? Is that just me? Or is that insane for other people? Because, like, bro, what? That's just, like, wild to think about. I just don't, I don't get it. I just don't get it. Like, I mean, also, just as a side note, if we can develop a way to just like cool this stuff down without having to use as much, if any, water at all, that'd be cool. But I don't know if we'll get there anytime soon. So with that said, what should we do about that, right? Is there anything we can even do? The answer is kinda not. The only thing we can do is really show our displeasure. And this is my way of showing my displeasure, right? Fuck AI. I want to make that clear, right? If I haven't made it clear before, fuck AI. That's how I view AI personally. Which I think you guys understood from the beginning. But the only way to really get it through people's heads is if enough people shout it loud enough for others to understand and finally get. The problem is, though, I don't think we really can do so. I really can't. This is a leap of faith, what I'm doing. This is a whole leap of faith that somehow this gets in people's algorithms and a lot of people start watching it, maybe start doing their own little bits of research and whatnot, right? That's what I'm kind of hoping for, because I don't care if this gets views, or I don't care. I mean, I don't get monetized for this. If I did get monetized for this, or was able to get monetized for this, I don't know if I'd actually monetize it. Maybe I would, maybe I wouldn't. But like, the point is for a lot of people to kind of understand a little bit, because I'm not going to be a main source of, you know, how you guys know AI and whatnot. It's something you guys are going to have to research on your own. But I think the website I'm going to link in the description below will give you guys a good idea as to how AI can be bad in that sense. But regardless, though, just really showing displeasure, that's really all I can think of. That and telling your friends who might be pro AI or like don't care about using AI or not, being like, bro, it's not worth it. That's like the only thing I could think of, because there isn't much we can do with when these huge companies like Google using AI, like, you know, using the AI they do or that they use, and like it feels like they're just integrating AI into everything they do. Oh, by the way, yeah, that was another thing, right? You know, this is one I forgot about, or this was the thing I forgot about a little earlier in this video. They're going to be using AI, or they'll probably be using AI to take away people's jobs from like doing moderation and stuff. Like with YouTube, obviously there's people that are going to be helping moderate stuff still, but like AI is pretty much being introduced to kind of possibly take those jobs away, not even just from YouTube, but from like other things as well. And the last thing we need is people losing jobs to freaking these dumbass AI programs, just so big billionaire companies or whatever to save money. That it's stupid to me. But yeah, at the end of the day, is there much we can do? Not necessarily. If I mean, who knows? There might be some like petitions out there. I don't know how much they're really going to do though, if there are. But with that being said, just, you know, spreading message out, showing your displeasure when it comes to stuff like with YouTube and like other companies, doing what you think is best to show your displeasure, being loud as you can. Yeah, I mean, is there much else we can do? Probably not. Let's be real, there probably isn't. Maybe there is, and I just don't know. I mean, if you guys have any other ideas, maybe you guys can leave them down in the comments below, but like, I don't know if there is much we can do, at least at this very moment. You know, obviously, again, just showing your displeasure, and also if there's games or whatever, the properties, so like movies and people making movies and whatnot, and like other stuff like people making games, if they're using AI, I'll buy that game. Or like, you know, just being loud in like different ways, so to speak. But with that being said, I'm ending this video right here. Hopefully, I know this video, when I usually do these videos, I feel like they kind of are a little sloppy. So hopefully I kind of explain myself as good or kind of well enough for people to get the general idea. But like I said, the tweet will probably be in the description. The website will 100% be in the description. Please do obviously some more of your own research. But yeah, like I said, that's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. And everyone, have a great day, great night, whenever it is when you guys watch, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.